So last time you may recall, I drew a whole bunch of TUA Season 2 figures to go underneath a cake platter. And today, I'm trying to make the cake. And I thought I would try to make a mirror glaze, something I've never done before, so... Alright, so following some recipe I pulled from Google, I add 1 envelope of gelatin to 1/4 of a cup of water and set that aside to bloom. Then I mix together 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, 3/4 cups of water, and 2/3 cups of sweetened condensed milk into a heat-proof bowl, which I then will heat up for 90 seconds in the microwave. Now it's time for a really goofy experimental detail I thought I would try to do, which is to make a little parchment paper stencil that I would put onto the cake and pour the mirror glaze on top of, and try to see if maybe I could leave some negative space of this little umbrella design on the top of the cake and have the rest of it be covered in the mirror glaze. So that gelatin from earlier has turned into this solid block of stuff. So I'm just mixing that into my heated up concoction and combining it, I guess. Supposedly this will help it to, I guess, solidify the way that Jell-O usually does, supposedly. I've melted 2 cups of white chocolate chips in the microwave, so I add that to my mixture as well, and just combine it all up. Supposedly that's all it takes. So I just pour my finished glaze into a bowl, and I'm gonna dye it. I decided to use this blue color for reasons, I don't know. My mom saw it later and she was like, "Why did you make this blue?" And I was like, "Oh, I have an answer." Decided to leave some darker spots and a little bit of lighter spots in there. Try to give it a little bit of a swirly effect, hopefully. And here's my cake. You can see it's not exactly smooth on all sides. That's because this was the first time I was trying to do some sort of like mousse layer with a acetate cake ring thing. I've never used any of that stuff before. You would think if I'm trying one new thing, the mirror glaze, I wouldn't try a whole bunch of other new things with the cake, but I guess I just don't roll that way. So I try to put my parchment paper on. It's peeling up, so I don't know how well that's gonna go. I got a candy thermometer to check my mirror glaze temperature. Now, supposedly, it's supposed to be 90 degrees Fahrenheit, because if it's too hot, it'll be too runny, and if it's too cold, it'll be too solid. Now, looking at this, it's actually below 90 degrees, but it doesn't seem super solid, so I figured it'd be fine. And I try to pour it on. I already see that it's not really going on top of the parchment paper so much, but hopefully it'll be okay. So it wasn't okay. I sort of tried to trace the umbrella on afterwards to at least have that still be there. This cake looked so much better before I tried to pour this glaze on, but oh well. Now I know what not to do, I guess. And hopefully it'll turn out better next time.